Okay, let's look at the homework 4.2, number 6, part B. All right, so we've already checked that this function satisfies the hypotheses of the mean value theorem. All right, so we're going to try to find the derivative first. Let's take the derivative. So f prime of x is equal to, all right, so I'm going to use a quotient rule. So square the bottom, so it's a quantity x plus 1 squared, right? And derivative at the top is 1 times second one, I mean the bottom expression is quantity x minus 1 minus top is x times the derivative of the bottom, which is 1 anyway, right? So you have x minus 1, x cancel out. So what's left is negative 1, all right? So you're going to get negative 1. Oh, actually, sorry, I messed it up. So this has actually a positive sign. So it's actually a positive 1 over quantity x plus 1, right, squared. Right, so we found the derivative. All right, so we know that this derivative gives you the slope of the tangent line. So we're going to plug in c into there. So there should be some c such that the derivative at c is going to give you 1 over c plus 1 squared, which is the same as the slope of the secant line using from 1 to 2. Right, so let's do that. So slope of the secant line, so let's find that m is equal to, right, you simply plug in 2, so we'll do f of 2 minus f of 1 over 2 minus 1, right? So f of 2 would be, let's see, plug in 2 over 2 plus 1, so 2 over 3, so 2/3 minus f of 1 is 1 over 1 plus 1, so it's 1/2. So we have 1/2 over 2 minus 1 is 1, right? Right, so 1 doesn't really do anything on the bottom, so 2/3 is the same thing as common denominator. Multiply top and bottom by 2, so 4/6. Then you subtract, so to get to 6 you have to multiply 2 by 3, so multiply top by 3, so it's going to be 3 over 6 is same as 1 over 2, so therefore we have 1 over 6. Alright, so the mean value theorem says that the derivative at some point c is going to be exactly the same as the slope of the secant line, in this case 1/6. So let's set them equal to each other. So f prime of c, we found that to be 1 over quantity c plus 1 squared. So this is equal to 1 over 6, right? Then we try to solve for c. Right, first we're going to take the reciprocal of both sides, so same thing as raising to the negative 1 power. Right, that way we get the quantity c plus 1 squared is equal to 6. Alright, then we take the square root of both sides, we end up getting, let's go down here. Right, take the square root of both sides, we'll get the c plus 1 is equal to plus or minus. Don't forget to put the plus or minus when you take the square root of both sides of the equation. Right, so you have plus or minus square root of 6, and then we can just subtract 1 from both sides to isolate c. So c came out to be plus or minus square root of 6 minus 1. Alright, then we have to make sure that the c is between 1 and 2. So if you look at the negative square root of 6 minus 1 is obviously a negative number. so it wouldn't be between 1 and 2, so it's got to be the positive one. So positive square root of 6. Square root of 6 is between, let's say, 2 and 3, right? 2 squares 4 and 3 squares 9, so it's going to be between 2 and 3, and you're subtracting 1, so it's going to be between 1 and 2, so we're safe there. All right, so answer is square root of 6 minus 1, right? Which is the answer right here. All right, I hope that this was clear.